Hello artists, welcome to Hudson Beach, Florida. I'm here visiting my mom and my grandma, and I figured we'd try something different today and record with the water view. Maybe you'll see some boats or some dolphins swim by. I am traveling, so I don't have my normal tripod, so I can't get overhead views. So in some of the shots, my head's cut off, but that's okay because I'm trying to concentrate on more of the crafts. You can see that better, what my hands are doing, more than my face. So that's on purpose. And today we're going to make this cute little snowman family. Because what goes better with Florida sun than snowman? Just kidding. We're getting ready for the holidays. So let's create these cute little snowmen. Okay, before we get started, let's talk about the supplies you'll need. First off, you're going to need 3 pieces of wood, and this is 2x4s, and we have it in 7 inches, 10 inches, and 12 inches. Could do 6 on that if you want a little bit more of a difference. You're going to need white acrylic paint, orange acrylic paint. You can use red acrylic paint as well. Some fuzzy socks to make hats, your foam brush to paint on your wood blocks, a black paint pen, a paintbrush, a pencil, buttons, ribbons, sandpaper, a hot glue gun, and scissors. I will also have a list of all the supplies in the description below. Okay, your first step is you're going to take your sandpaper and you want to sand down your edges of your wood. Any coarse edges so you don't get any splinters from your snowman. So you're going to sand down all of your edges first. Down all the rough edges on your wood so you don't get any splinters. The next step is you're going to paint your wood blocks with your white paint. This might not be open. Let's open it. All right, and the way I like to do this is I like to just squirt it on and then just use the foam brush and paint it. Now when you paint these, you're going to do all 4 sides this way, but you don't need to do the top or the bottom because they'll be standing up and there'll be a hat on top. So you just have to worry about the sides. Don't waste your paint on the top or the bottom. All right, so let's paint. Okay, I've got one side painted, and if you're like me and you're impatient and you don't like to wait for your paint to dry, you can use a heating tool or a hair dryer to blow it dry, and then you can go on to the next side. If you don't mind getting your fingers with paint on it, just keep going and wait till let it sit out to dry. But I don't have the patience, so I dry it with a heating tool or a hair dryer or blow dryer. Okay, we've got our blocks all painted. I did 2 coats of paint, but it just depends on your preference of how much wood you want to show through the paint. So our next step is we're going to draw the faces on our snowman faces onto our little planks of wood. And the way I figure out where the face is going to be is you're going to put your hat on first. And what I'm using for a hat are some little fuzzy socks. And you're just going to slip it on to your piece of wood like so. And then you can see the general area of where you want to draw your snowman face. And the easiest way I found out ideas for snowman face was I went to Pinterest and I just pinned snowman faces, and it'll bring up a whole bunch of different ideas for snowman faces. So you're going to draw it with pencil first. So you need eyeballs. Here's some eyes. You need some eyebrows. Eyebrows. You got to have a carrot nose. Here's a little nose. You need a little mouth. And the reason why you would do this in pencil because you can go in there and erase it once you get it the way you like it. Little mouth. And I'm going to give them little pink cheeks. Just a little mouth. Little pink cheeks. Just like that. And the next thing you'll do is we're going to trace the face, our pencil drawings, with our black paint marker. We've drawn all our faces on each wood. And our next step is we're going to trace these faces with a black pen marker. So you can try Sharpie, but the best effect is with a black paint marker. And we'll start with the small one. Trace his little face. It's a beautiful day here in Hudson, Florida. It's actually starting to cool down a little bit. Enjoy the water. Okay, just like that. Now I didn't trace the cheeks because I'm going to paint those pink, and I didn't want an outline on the pink cheeks. So you're going to do that on each. Okay, we're done. We traced all of the faces. You can see I colored in the eyes with a black marker pen. It's a lot easier that way. And I colored in these little dots. Okay. So your next step is you're going to finish painting in the nose and the cheeks. So I have a little bit of pink and orange to paint in my little cheeks and my noses. You want a small fine tip brush so because these are smaller. You're just going to paint in your nose. Like this. And you're going to paint your cheeks. Ooh, it's getting windy. You can hear the birds. All right, painting your cute little cheeks. All right, and you're going to do the same on the other two. Okay, now that you have all the faces painted, you're going to go back and erase your pencil marks. If you can still see some of the pencil marks, you can go back with some white paint and go right over it. And the last thing we want to do on our faces is we're going to add a little bit more detail. So we're going to add some little white dots in the eyes, and the easiest way to do that is to take the back end of your brush, dip it in your paint, and it makes the perfect little dot. Like that. We're going to do that on each one. Dip it in a little dot. And then one more. She's going to have 2 dots. I'm going to give her a bigger one down here. Like so. And then you want to go back with the black paint pen and make the noses look more like carrots. So to do that, you're just going to add some lines. Make it look like a nose. And you can do the lines differently. So on this one, like 3 little lines on the top. I did 3 lines on that one as well. All right, we're going to go to our next step. All right, now all we have left is the fun part. We're going to decorate our 2x4 blocks to make them look like snowman. So I have some ribbon, some buttons, and these are like fuzzy socks that you can buy. We got these at Dollar General, but wherever you can find cute little fuzzy socks. If you want to make these like Christmas snowman, you can find pretty soon. You should be able to find some fuzzy Christmas socks and decorate them any way you want, but ours are going to be winter snowman, so we can keep them out through January. So I think I'm going to make my little one have purple hat. Put his hat on, their hat on. Looks like a little hat. And then we're going to tie a ribbon around. And these are kind of thick, but I like them thick for the scarf on the side, but to tie them around, it's a little too thick. So I fold it when I tie them. And that way I have some room also for my buttons. And we're going to tie this off to the side. I might have done his face a little too low, but that's okay. You just do less buttons on him. You might only have one button, but you know, in crafting, there are no mistakes, just happy accidents. That's just what I always say. You're going to tie it in a knot. And what's great about this ribbon, it's a wire ribbon. So you're able to move it around and shape it. And so I kind of make it look like his scarf is blowing in the wind because it's cold and blizzardy out. And the only last thing you'll have left to do is you're going to hot glue your buttons on to your little snowman. So yeah, he might just get one button. Might be able to fit two up in there. You might get two. I think I can make two buttons work on that guy. So I'm going to tie on all the ribbon, put on their hats, and glue the buttons, and show you what it looks like when we're done. All right, we did it. We created our cute little snowman family. We have a mommy, a grandma, and a baby ready to go out on the town. I can't wait to see what kind of snowman family you make. Leave me a picture in the comments below. And remember, if you can imagine it, we can create it. I'll see you next time.